So normally I would just build this out with the specification window, but I'm going to do it on a diagram so it's a little more clear what's happening. So as I've been working this, I need to create the natural gas port or interface block to define the natural gas flowing around the natural gas grill. So we're going to create an interface block here. We're just going to call it a natural gas interface block. And we need to put a flow property on this to show what it flows. And we are going to remove the name just because the type is enough in this case. Natural gas signal's already been created, and by convention I make all my flows out. And so this particular natural gas interface block is going to flow natural gas. And we also want to put on, in this case, we're going to define a value property for the pressure. We've decided that this is going to be hooked up to basically the city gas supply, and we're going to go ahead and put a value property on here for nominal gas pressure. And there is a we're going to type it. We're looking for the kilopascal unit. So we're going to go ahead and create the natural gas IBD. So we're right-clicking on the natural gas context, and let's go ahead and create the diagram. And again, we're going to create the internal block diagram. So notice here it just shows us the gas line and the natural gas grill are the only two elements that we have present. And then if I expand this, I can drill down as far as I want and basically select all the part properties. So there's a lot you can do here. Just select the things that are logical. There's a lot of choices you have when it comes to the selection. We want to do everything, so here we go. So we now have the natural gas grill context here, and we want to bring the natural gas line to the boundary of the natural gas grill. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to drag on our natural gas interface block to that, and it's going to automatically create a port at both ends, which is a really nice feature that Magic Draw has. Notice the flow direction's right. If we didn't like it, we could conjugate these ports by right-clicking and conjugating them. But we basically are all set there. And now we want this, the natural gas coming in, is going to go to the gas valve. And we'll want a new proxy port there to connect it to. And notice it automatically typed that as well. Then the natural gas valve here is going to come out to the gas burner. And again, we can just drag on the interface block, and it's automatically typed that for us as well. We're going to go ahead and connect up the grill body to the gas burner and the valve, and the grilling surface, and the igniter, and the heat diffuser. The thermostat is connected to the lid. The lid is connected to the body, and the body is connected to the post. And so we now have a fairly nice IBD here. Notice the auto range made it a little clunky, but at the end of the day we have ourselves connected. Notice we have a well-formed IBD in that none of the interfaces are crossing any of the boundaries without having additional interfaces present. This is a case where we have the non-ported interfaces going between the like the valve and the body. And here's a case where you could create a mechanical joint port that flows force or torque. You could capture it that way, or you could simply put a stereotype on the association. We've gotten a lot of mileage out of stereotypes on associations instead of association blocks, because putting the stereotype on creates an instance, and you can capture things like torque and diameter and that sort of thing. So we're going to leave these alone for the time being. But note, we do have the natural gas flowing in from the gas line all the way through to the burner.